Hey guys, it's Sharika and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. So today we are doing a seafood boil mukbang. I have some snow crabs here, sausage, corn, potatoes, and egg. For today's drink, I'm just doing a cucumber water. So let's go ahead and say grace. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. Y'all, I'm so hungry. I do have a story time. This story time is probably one of the craziest stories I've ever heard. The craziest. So we're gonna jump right into it. Okay, so the story is from For My Woman. And first of all, y'all did not tell me that it was a whole For My Woman out there. So it's from For My Woman. So it was twin brothers. They were both raised in the church. They played drums in the church. So when they became adults, the one brother, we'll call him Melvin. So brother Melvin became a minister. So they also did some side work doing funerals, and they would put on basically like a party at these funerals. They would have dancing pallbearers. Sometimes they would play hip-hop music, singing, just everything. So they were really popular for the funerals that they put on for people. So everybody always wanted the twins to do their funeral for their family members. So Melvin, all the women liked Melvin, the pastor. All the women liked him. But he was married. He got married at 21. Him and his wife had been married for 10 years. But he had 9 kids. Only 3 of them was from his wife. Okay? So they ended up getting a divorce. Once the ladies of the church found out that Melvin was single, honey, it wasn't just the doors of the church that was open, okay? They started throwing themselves at him. So this one lady walked in, her name was Rachel. And when he saw her, he was speechless. Because she just looked so good to him. Y'all, these crabs spicy. Because I put some 2 times spicy on them. So good. So, after the service, he goes up to her. He introduces himself. They start talking because they were both attracted to each other. So they start dating. A few months after dating, they go to Vegas and elope. Everything's good. She loving on him, he loving on her. Everything good. But the funeral home that they were working with, the owner died. And I'm assuming that the business wasn't passed on to any family members or anything like that. So it was just done. So Rachel came up with the idea for them to open their own funeral home because they were so popular around town. And everybody wanted them to do their funeral because of the, like I said, the show that they put on at the funeral. So they just had to wait for the other brother to agree to do it with them. So he agreed to come on board. So of course the business is doing very, very well. Very well. So now they have a whole staff. You know, they have somebody picking up the bodies. Just the whole operation. It's not just the three of them now because the business, it was doing that well. So Rachel, she loved expensive things. So she would go shopping, spending all kind of money. She just loved to shop. Then she finds out she was pregnant. So they happy about that. But Melvin said, you know, he didn't want her working at the funeral home because he didn't want his baby inhaling any type of fumes or anything like that. All the stuff that goes on at the funeral home. So she had to stay home. So he's running the business, trying to make sure that, you know, the money's still coming in and his wife is able to do whatever she want to do, shop when she want to shop. You know, he's trying to keep her happy. But he wasn't the business type, so he fell behind. Because she's still shopping. He didn't want to tell her that he didn't really know how to properly run the place without her. He was just going to try to do it on his own. So they have bodies that's coming in that needs to be cremated or sent out to be refrigerated or whatever. But those places that you send the bodies off to, they want their money up front. This man was putting the bodies in the garage. Okay. So after a while, it started getting bad. So he had to let Rachel know things are getting out of control. So she's telling him, okay, well, the families that's paid for the burials, let's go ahead and pay for them because we have to do those services. And the other people, we'll just put them on hold. So they basically was borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. Ain't that's what your mama them say? So people was calling, coming by, you know, like they're expecting to have their family remains, like the ashes and stuff like that, and he was just dodging everybody. So the guy who owned the building, he was already receiving complaints from people saying that, you know, they can't get in contact with the funeral home, and Rachel didn't pay the rent, so he went by there to close up shop. So he goes over there to put an eviction notice on the door, and he could smell a stench. So he has the key. So he went in and it's a body on the coffee table. He goes back in the room and then he sees several bodies in the back. So he calls the police. The police gets in contact with Melvin and Rachel and tell them that their place is now a crime scene. So they go down there. It's cops, the news people. Melvin talking to the news people, he say,
"It's a funeral home, this where dead bodies belong. So when you come in now, you're gonna see dead bodies."
So the police didn't really know what to charge them with, so they ended up sending them home. They did their investigation and found out that people was paying them thousands of dollars, you know, to cremate these bodies, and they wasn't doing it. So that was what led to the arrest. So I think they had up to 8 bodies in there. One had been in there for 2 years. Now, I don't know how that's possible, but hey, that's what the people said on the show. One was in there for 2 years. So he got 8 years and she got 3 years. The brother didn't get charged because he was basically just a part of like the funerals and stuff, like the pallbearers and stuff like that. He didn't have anything to do with the operation of the place. So he didn't get charged at all. And when I tell y'all that was the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. I've never heard of anything like that before. So y'all know I have the link in the description box below. This crab is so good. Clean my hands. Oh. My lips are burning. Y'all, Tony had made some Parmesan wings yesterday. It's stuff on my vlog channel. Oh. That is so good. I've been getting a lot of y'all ask me, where's Ryan? And he's not doing mukbangs anymore. He has his cooking videos. So y'all go over there and show him some love, because he still posts videos. I think it's the same schedule that he had before. And he's making food. So if y'all want to know how to cook some good food, y'all better follow him. I miss him so much, him and my mama them, but we just do FaceTime like everybody else in the world, child. We'll just FaceTime each other, but it's not the same. It is not the same. I started to go over there yesterday and have him put me some food in the mailbox. Because he had made some soul food yesterday. That food looked so good. But I haven't been anywhere. I haven't been to the store, to the mailbox, nothing for 3 weeks. Ooh, that's spicy. Tony do all of our running around. Okay, I'm gonna eat this one last claw. Ooh. Y'all gotta try to put some of this 2 times spicy on y'all crab legs and stuff. It's so good. Like, the flavor is so good. But it's just, it's spicy. Y'all know my spicy levels is not where they need to be, child. Well, I guess they where they need to be, but oh snap. It's just so hot, but I like it. Okay guys, so I hope you're done eating. If you're eating with me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the next 2 videos at the bottom of the screen, and I will see you guys on the next one.